Okay, so I don't know who's going to see this video, but I was asked to make a Warden tank build for vCR, and I'll talk about some things that you need for, +3 as well. So I guess we'll start with gear. I know group composition has been changing a lot recently, but I still run Alkosh. As far as I know, most main tanks in vCR are still running Alkosh, so I have my mace, Decisive with a shock enchant. You can use absorb mag or stam if you need it, and my shield, which should be infused, and I definitely have an infused shield somewhere, but this has been the shield I've been using forever, but want to try stat on that if you have it. And ice staves are typically better for vCR because of the extra resistances, and especially with minor brittle you will get a little bit of uptime. So make sure it's infused with a crusher enchant, and you can keep crusher on Zamaja pretty frequently if you know how to stand your back bar in vCR. I'm still running Earthgore. You don't need to, but it definitely helps to help heal you from Baneful. So yeah, I have it in Sturdy, and then I'm running Perfected Yolnahkrin with infused Tristat on chest and legs. Everything else I have is Sturdy. And then Necklace of Alkosh. You can run Harmony. I have cleared vCR without Harmony. Definitely helps once again with Baneful. Some people like to run one Swift Jewelry to help with transition, but I use Wings, so I do not need Swift Jewelry. I'll show you my stats. I have 3 minutes left of my food. But yeah, they're pretty standard, nothing crazy. My resistances aren't that high. Mag recovery is a little low. But yeah. The Witch Sugar Skulls and the Lord. Honestly, I should be running the Atronach for the mag recovery. I had been running like really high health builds for a while, but VCR especially, you don't need you need a lot of health, but it actually makes it harder to heal you from Baneful, so I would definitely recommend the Atronach instead. As far as skills, I'll talk about like the skills you kind of need for VCR, and then we'll go over a bar setup. Definitely Deceptive Predator is really helpful for transitions and portals if you need to get to the elevator, or even if you're trying to avoid darkness and you're kiting. It's really nice, and it gives you minor evasion. I don't use any healing skills in my bar. I know you can, but I personally haven't needed to. And then this is like the tank skill tree. Definitely, well, you can run, you want Major Resolve, you can run this. I personally run Expansive because it gives my portal DPS some more resistances. If you need extra tankiness, you can run the other Morph Ice Fortress, or if you are struggling with mag sustain, you can run Balance from the Mage's skill line, of course. Polar Wind is your burst heal, and then Shimmering Shield is pretty much the reason I bring my Warden into vCR. If you use this right before Zamaja's heavy attack, it basically eats all of the damage. I believe this scales off of your max health, but even if you don't have as much health as I do, it's going to eat pretty much everything, and it's really nice because if you use it for the heavy, you can roll dodge, sprint, whatever you need to do. If you get stunned, it will save you. And then I do use Frozen Device and Portals. You can get away without using this skill, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Ransack, it should be the other morph, Pierce Armor, but I haven't updated it. Heroic Slash, so with the minor brittle changes, Heroic Slash, the minor maim, they do not stack, they cancel each other out, so I have not been running Heroic Slash, but it's kind of up to you and what your group wants. You definitely want Elemental Drain. If you're really learning and you're just trying to stay alive in portals, you don't need to worry about it. But as you progress in VCR, it's definitely what you'll want to be Ellie draining the crystals and portals, and you might need to keep Ellie drained up on Zamaja if you're asked to. And I think that's it, really, as far as skills go. Obviously, Warhorn. And yeah, so we'll go into the skill setup. This is my +3 skill bar. You have your Burst Heal, Major Resolve, Taunt, Shimmering Shield, and I front bar Wings. Once again, it just helps with transitions and portals. But you can kind of put whatever you want here. Like if you don't want The expedition, you can also slot Blue Betty here, but I don't use that because I'm okay with my mag. Back bar, Blockade for Crusher, Elemental Drain for Crystals, Range Taunt, Shimmering Shield. I do double bar it. If you're really experienced and you know you're not going to get stuck in your back bar with the lightning mechanic, you do not have to double bar it, but if you're learning, I really suggest it because you can basically tank this from your back bar if you need to. And then Frozen Device for portals. And what you do with these is you just place them down, like on the portal downstairs, and it teleports the Yagra away from you and prevents them from getting upstairs, and that's helpful. Some people don't, like some groups don't care about having the adds, but once you're getting into like +3s and whatever, it definitely helps. But if you are doing a +0 or you're not dealing with a lightning mechanic, you do not need this on your back bar. So once again, you know, you can put wings on your back bar as well because the evasion is nice. But my recommendation for like a +0 would probably look something like this, or you can put wings. Like I said, it doesn't matter. This is a pretty long skill, so you can definitely reapply on your back bar. I would keep Frozen Gate on there. But yeah, this is probably what I would run if you don't need Shimmering Shield on your back bar. And once again, you totally can run Heroic Slash if your group isn't worried about Brittle. In that case, you know, you can put wings on your back bar with Frozen Gate or Betty. So yeah, definitely what you need are these 4 skills here. And then this is a flex spot. And then these 2 are also flex spots. And I always double bar Horn because I'm comfortable with it. But of course, you can use a more selfish ulti if you need it. Barriers are great. It helps you and your group. I don't even have barrier on my Warden right now. But yeah, hopefully this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, thank you.